Hey, it's Soul with your tips and reminders for this coming week in Warcraft. Supporting the channel is so easy. All you gotta do is hit the like button, subscribe for more WoW coverage, catch me live on Twitch, and love me forever. Season 3 of Dragonflight begins this week, unleashing the real content. First things first, starting Tuesday at 10 AM Pacific, there's a Twitch drop for a camel mount. Watch me or your other favorite participating streamer for 4 hours, and then claim your drop and tell people how you totally worked really hard for it. Whether or not realms are up, I will be streaming Tuesday when the promo begins, so feel free to tune in and start building up time right away. With the start of Season 4 comes Big 3 content. On screen here is the list of dungeons for the season. In case you're watching this on time, if you can, run the highest key right now before the season begins, because your key will decay by a whopping 11 levels. My advice, unless you're part of a top 100 guild or have a dedicated group of buddies to game with, screw it. Just stay down here with me, alright? and let this first week be a nice healthy jog through the dungeons and let yourself naturally climb up to key levels. The gear you're going to get will be great anyway because of the increased item level bump. Take some time to get situated, collect veteran or champion or whatever gear, and take a play and see approach. The Emir Drasil raid will open up in all difficulties, including Incarnate's Wake. That's the name of the first wing of Raid Finder. This also means the start of the Race to World First, which probably won't seem very exciting until closer to the weekend, but plan your week accordingly. For those of you who are interested, you're going to need a minimum item level of 424 to queue for Raid Finder difficulty, and here are some interesting items that might get your attention. From the first wing of Raid Finder, there are 4 trinkets between the 3 bosses that you might like. There's a jewel crafting recipe for an embellishment that increases crit strike rating when at high health. There are tier tokens for both gloves and shoulders. And there's a special agility dagger with an on-use effect that gives a buff, and it's usable about every minute. All that stuff's pretty sweet, and also keep in mind that the revival catalyst is usable starting this first week. The twist, it only builds a charge every other week, so there might be some thinking to do. I suggest saving your charges for as long as you can, and only use them when you know you're going to nail your 2 or 4 set bonus. So for example, maybe at the start of next week, after checking your vault and a quick romp through Raid Finder, which will have an additional wing available by then, consider using a charge with the catalyst to complete your 2 or even your 4 piece. And while there isn't anything new on the PvP front, the Battleground Blitz Brawl is likely to show up this coming week, and if it's going to be anything like Solo Shuffle, it's just going to stay up until the end of Dragonflight. This is the kind of sort of solo queue rated battleground that PvPers hope to eventually see, so dive on in and tell me how it goes, cause that thing kind of scares me. It's not all Big 3 content though. This week there ought to be 2 more chapters of the Emerald Dream campaign available, with the last quest to... Okay, well, yeah, that also has you enter the raid, but hey, there's still a story, right? And there's even more in the weeks to come. And later this week, we begin WoW's 19th anniversary event with rewards and cosmetics and, probably most important, an experience and reputation buff. That's going to go on towards the end of the month, so now's the time for quickly knocking out whatever Dragonflight reps you got left. In other events, the Battleground bonus event is happening, as is the Arathi Blizzard Brawl. This is the one where you stand around at the farm and everything just works out in the end. And over in Mythic Plus World, according to Icy Veins at least, this week's affixes might be Tyrannical, Storming, and Raging. But I doubt that. We were just on a Tyrannical week, and this is actually the same combination as the first week of Season 2, so I don't know what the combos are at all, and we're just gonna have to do what the heathens do and wing it. Last week, the WoW team made a last-minute news change and decided to not go through with telling us more of what's in development. We presumed that it was going to be patch 10.2.5, as there are already encrypted builds. Now will they reveal what's ahead in the week of Season 3's launch? Definitely maybe. Whatever happens though, I'll be here, so be sure to join me on streams this week for some conversations and coverage, and of course to get your Twitch drop. Like this video, subscribe for more WoW coverage, and I'll catch you later. Let's have Bob close us out. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.
You start in town, get up all the weeklies, then you head down. Check your notice, but there aren't any. Then you do a circle around the aisles, helping dragons for a while. Do a hut, cook soup and some bounties. Queuing for some dungeons, stopping invasions, helping the dragon nations. But in the end, you're just a gamer, you're just trying to get the big reputation. Big reputation. Ooh, you and me were farming big reputations. That's the thing we're really trying to do. I want some transparency.